utmost. Hey, we got a super chat. Thank you, Samuel Hooks. He also has a question in here. I have an Emotiva RMC 116 channel only with a Denon A1H be an upgrade or Marantz AV10. I have a Monolith 7x200 and 4 subs. Sure. All right. What are you running? What's your speaker configuration and all that kind of stuff? Joe, do you have you don't have an RMC one?
No. I think a lot of the difference, most of the time has to do with the automatic room correction that's built into it. And then whatever codecs and up mixers it supports.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, that's really the biggest difference. You've made a video where you use Magic Beans on the Yamaha, which you didn't like initially based on its automatic correction, but because you were able to go in there, you're like, now it doesn't matter. It sounds exactly like my Denon now.
Yeah.
But user interface, what are the difference? By the way, thanks for the super chat, Samuel Hooks. At a certain point, like, what is it that you're looking for? Are you looking for a newer interface? What features are you looking for? You obviously would want it to sound better.
I mean, sound. I think somebody was asking me this the other day. Like, should they get? They didn't like the sound of their Dolby Atmos currently, and should they spend an extra $4,000 on a new pre-pro to get a better? Will they get a better Atmos sound? I don't know. I don't think so. If you don't like what Atmos is doing, spending more money is not going to help your situation. But back to the question, I don't know if that's going to be an upgrade for you. Go into a Denon or a Marantz. Do you want Oro 3D? Because I don't think the Emotiva does Oro 3D. And my stance on Zone 2 and Zone 3, I think all of them should be.
No 2.1 HDMI.
Oh, yeah, no 2.1 HDMI. So it depends. What features are you looking for? Is there something you need? And if so, then look at those two options.
And if the only difference that you're looking for is, I want an AV10 because I want Dirac. Okay, well, does the RMC one? I don't know about that thing. That's a problem. I don't know about that particular unit. Maybe that one has Dirac. Is that the one with Dirac that finally got implemented? I'm gonna have to look it up. Emotiva. So here's a professional tip. If you don't know, go look it up and find out. Right? A professional will tell you, I don't know. Let me find out for you.
Exactly.
A fake person will pretend to know and possibly give you the wrong answer. I don't want to give you the wrong answer. RMC one. Let's see what's up with this thing. $3,749 right now.
Home theater in. What was
that? That was my.
Okay.
I clicked on some. Yeah. Somebody.
Put me off for a second. Okay.
Yeah, it did, because it's coming off of my laptop. I had a situation. Had to kind of get rid of the PC, and it's not up and running.
Okay, so it does have Dirac Live.
Okay, that's good.
Okay, so it already has Dirac. I don't know. I guess it really comes down to what do you expect to be different
with Dirac?
Yeah.
Well, depending on his RMC one versus the Denon or the Marantz. Like, I think it's just going to be HDMI 2.1 compatibility and whatever codecs you want. I think. Oh, thanks again for another
super chat.
You need more channels?
Dude, we are rolling in it now. I'm rich.
We're professional now. We're officially professional.
Thank you to Samuel. And who was the other gentleman who just was it?
That was just
Samuel. Yeah, it was Samuel. Thank you. Yeah, Samuel, thank you. You have made us professionals.
Every super chat, every dollar contributes to our professionalism.
Yeah, exactly. But on a more serious note, it actually pretty much all goes straight toward Tim for the editing and all the hard work that he does.
He's a real pro.
Yeah. Tim busted his butt for us.
Tim's the editor pro. So I don't think you need more channels, man. You already have 16, but you're only using 13. You have 16 channels of processing in the what do you call it? In the Emotiva. So I don't think you need.
I mean, my personal opinion is, get the channels that you have sounding as good as possible. We've joked with Aaron that he's not into Atmos, but I've also said if you have some great speakers, you're gonna have a great experience, right? So instead of getting more and more, but the speakers may be, not as good, maybe think about getting the best possible speakers, getting some room treatment, getting magic beans, wink, wink, doing all the things that you can do to improve the sound.
Oh,
and save yourself the extra $7,000, right? There's a lot you can do with $7,000.
I know.
Yeah.
He says he might want to go to 6 high channels. Okay. Either way, you already have a processor that'll run 16 channels. So I don't know. Bodhi that the RMC is super glitchy. I wouldn't know.
Are you running your subs off of that thing? Because maybe that's one thing you can do is like break out the subs into a mini DSP, so you're not using up your channels. You don't need to use up those channels. Just use a single sub out and get a $250 mini DSP, and then use that. Something like that.
Yep. Van Gool says it might not be best if they don't mix for mid heights. It could be. I put mid heights in there all the time. Put that shit in there.
It says RMC1 has Dirac, but not Dirac bass control. Okay. All right. So again, it depends on whether you're trying to upgrade so that you have, Dirac live bass control. Maybe that's what you're looking for. Man, that's a lot to spend to get that particular feature. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
If you get 4 subs, right, and you do the most basic calibration and just sum them all together, you're probably going to have a pretty good experience already.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. If you have like a bunch of seats and you wanted to make it sound good at all the seats, then yeah, bass control can help with that. But adding more subs also helps with that. So
Derek also brings up the point that there's no audio streaming services on the Emotiva. So unless you have all that stuff worked out already, maybe you don't need to upgrade anything.
Get a win.
Paul's chiming in. My guess is if you think you need a processor for better Atmos, in reality, you need room treatment and lots of it. That's also another thing. RMC1 has Dirac, but you already read that. Okay.
Scruff Kingman, thank you for the super chat.
Hey, we're now pros.
Thank
you.
He says, now that you're professionals, this is for your PhDs. Thank you.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wow.
Get another
we made it. We're making it.
That's right.
You guys are awesome. Thank you.
What did you just say? Get another what?
Player hating degree. Yeah.
That's my guy right there. Listen, every time I hear that term, I always think of Puff Daddy. So he was always like,
you always think about Puff Daddy, huh?
Well, he always thinks about me. I think it's more like it.
Oh no.
We're going to a private island together with Puff Daddy. He beat me up in the hallway.
Oh man, that guy's no.
I'm glad you guys know that because I've done that so many times in my life, and people no idea.
Why is he throwing vases at people? Hey, he shouldn't be throwing vases. That's all I'm saying. I don't care if you say vases or vases, but you shouldn't be throwing them.
Yeah,
don't throw them. He's like, take that.
What's interesting is my buddy. My buddy. You met him at the show, Joe. He works at Southern Wines and Spirits, and he's all his clients are like, "What do I do with all the Ciroc?" He's like, "I don't know, man. Get rid of it. Half price. Just get it out of there."
Yeah.
Anyway.
Samuel, another super chat. Samuel, thank you again. Thank you.
Samuel's
How are 4 independent subs on the A1H and AB10? Well, they do have something like stereo bass, or I don't know how much I'm into that. Really, my personal opinion is use a mini DSP and learn REW and get the most out of your subs that way. It's an inexpensive way to do it. I don't know that I'd spend that much more to get an AVR. Just do that. Now, if it's a side grade, I have the HTP one. I like that thing a lot. Has Dirac live bass control, and it's about the same price as your current one. So if you could possibly sell yours, get something like that, I could personally recommend it because I like that thing a lot. I like it. So maybe that's the way. Have you thought about the Monolith HTP1? Especially when it goes on sale, you may be able to sell yours and have to spend very little to get something else that may be more reliable or whatever reasons that you have. 16 channels is a lot though.
Make sure to check out our audio-only version of the podcast at anchor.fm/Daily HiFi, or just go to your favorite podcasting service and search for Daily HiFi.